These are some terrifying facts that will keep you up at night. In 1950, a babysitter living in Columbia, Missouri would start to receive some very interesting phone calls while she was on the job. But every time she would pick up the phone, all she would hear was breathing on the other end. She then would call police, and the police would track this call only to find out there was an intruder who was already in the house watching her, and he was making these calls just to mess with her. Number 2, coffin birth. Now, we all know the beauty of childbirth, but what if I told you sometimes it's a little bit darker than that? Because in some rare cases, if a pregnant woman is to pass away while she's still pregnant with the child, she could still give birth even though she is dead. This is known as coffin birth. And this is because once you pass away, your body starts to decompose, and thus your body starts to build up a lot of gases. These gases can build up inside of the pregnant woman and eventually push out the fetus. Number 3, Antarctica is bleeding. In Antarctica, there is a giant glacier that is bleeding. This bloody water coming out of the glacier has confused scientists for years, but we actually have an answer now. It turns out the blood coming out of this glacier is actually just extremely nutrient-dense ancient salt water. The water is extremely rich in iron, which gives it the red color, but it still looks creepy. And finally, the sunken ghost ship. In 1947, the crew of the SS Orang Medan all mysteriously would die. But when rescuers would eventually find this ship and find the crew aboard, they were all dead. And as if this wasn't scary enough, they were all dead with horrified, frozen looks of fear on their face. Some people laid there dead frozen with their arms outstretched as if they were fighting something off. Nobody knows what happened, and we will never know, because shortly after, the ship would explode and sink down to the bottom of the ocean, taking all of their secrets with it. Now, I know this wasn't the most positive video, but that's why